Welcome back to the channel. My name is Abon. Welcome back to Football Manager 2021, and today we're going to do another simulation slash experiment video. Haven't done one of these in a little while, not since like March, I don't think, the last one that we did. But previously we've gone into this database and we've gone 20 years into the future. That was on another channel. It was on the FM Network channel, and on my channel we did go 50 years into the future. I'll leave the videos for those in the description box so you can have a look at those for yourself. Today, in that same database, we've gone 100 years into the future. So we're in the year 2121. We are 100 years in the future, and we're going to have a look around and see what's been happening. We're going to look at the top 5 leagues. We're going to see who's been winning European competitions and international competitions, and just see what's been going on. I'm hopefully going to be posting videos like this every Wednesday. So in future videos, we've got the same database where we're going to go 200 years in the future, because I did simulate this all the way back in like March. I just never really got around to making the next video for it. We've also got some upcoming videos looking at different management games as well. So that's going to be something that's going to be hopefully coming out in the next few weeks. If you enjoy the videos, as always, drop a like and leave comments. They're the best ways to support the channel. And if you haven't done so already, or if you're new, then do subscribe and turn on notifications. We're over 1,000 subscribers, which is brilliant. Thank you very much. Hopefully we can get that going. So we'll start by looking at the Premier League table in 21-21, and Spurs are league champions, winning the league on goal difference over Norwich. And we have Watford and Sheffield United rounding out the top 4, with Liverpool, Arsenal and Nottingham Forest qualifying for Europe, Chelsea qualifying for the Europa League, maybe through winning a cup, with Ipswich, West Ham and Burnley getting relegated. So just quickly where we left off, there weren't a great deal of different sides winning league titles. Spurs had started winning some league titles, and then in sort of the 2060s we started seeing a few different teams. So Watford managed to get a league title, and Fulham also did as well. And we had sides like Southampton and Nottingham Forest breaking into that top 3 and qualifying for Europe as well. And now 100 years in the future, it looks like the big 4 have changed an awful lot. Neither Manchester clubs qualified for Europe. Chelsea only managed it via a cup win, I think. There's no massive surprises in terms of teams up here. We have teams like Birmingham and Ipswich that haven't been in the Premier League for a little while, but not like in ages. So if we look at the past winners, you can see that Nottingham Forest did win their first title in this run in 2074, in the middle of a big run by Manchester City, who I don't know why they missed out on Europe most recently. They're really fallen away. But Forest finishing runner-up 4 times in a row, and then started to win a lot more league titles as we went into the 2080s. And that's when Sheffield United have started coming in as well. They got 3rd in 2084, and they sort of floated around, you know, the top 4, got some runners up and got a few league titles. But Nottingham Forest looking really good. Sheffield United getting a few titles in there as well. And then Birmingham won 3 out of 4 seasons. Derby County won a title. And then we've had the emergence of Norwich a bit more recently as well. 7 in a row there, with, you know, a couple before that. And then Sheffield United for 5 in a row before Spurs winning their first title since the 2050s. Norwich have broken Man City's points record and got 101 points in 2109. And Queen's Park Rangers also ended the season with just 9 points. That's a record low, beating Derby's record. They also didn't win a single game that season. That may have been the first time that a side has never won a single match. Bournemouth also lost the most games in the season, 33 out of 38 games ending in defeat. Man City now have the attendance record for average attendance, have a 100,000 seater stadium. The scoring records haven't changed. They haven't had a win bigger than 9-0. Newcastle went on a 44-match run without winning, and West Ham went on a 9-match run without scoring. Let's go into the Championship and see who we have here. So Reading back up to the Premier League, Newcastle winning promotion back, as did Wolverhampton, Millwall, Portsmouth and Queen's Park Rangers running at the playoff places. We've got Colchester, we've got Doncaster, Port Vale, Mansfield in the Championship, Carlisle, Leyton Orient, Barnet. There's some teams that have, you know, jumped up a couple of divisions. League One, no huge surprises here. Some teams that again have sort of come up a bit. Solihull Moors in League One, Billericay. Leicester have fallen to League 2. They've just been promoted back to League 1, but they were in League 2. So it looks like Leicester are the Premier League side that have fallen the furthest, unless there's anyone in the Conference North or South, which I can't imagine there is. Real Madrid most recent winners of La Liga, Barcelona finishing third behind Tenerife aside from the Canary Islands. But aside from the odd season here and there, Real Madrid and Barcelona have dominated the Spanish league. Atletico did win back-to-back titles at the turn of the century, which is weird to say. Sevilla did win a league title. That's their first title since I think the 1940s or 50s. I did a save of Sevilla a few years ago. Valencia also with a win. That's their first since I think it was 2004 they last won it. But for the most part, again, Real Madrid and Barcelona have dominated. But Tenerife did manage to get a runners-up. They did get a third place as well. So they seem to be sort of breaking into that top three. Looking at the Serie A table, Roma winning the league most recently on goal difference over Inter Milan. Juventus finishing third. Udinese in the Champions League. AC Milan in the Europa League. We're seeing a few different winners here in Italy. It does seem, quite open. There's a good sort of 3 or 4, maybe 5 teams that have been winning it. Juve in the past sort of 20 years or so have won a fair few, quite a lot. But Inter have won some titles, Roma as well. Udinese got a title as well. Was that their first one? How often have they won it? That was their first title, Udinese. They did get a runner-up spot in the 1950s, but that's their first title. That was in 2099. Pordenone got a couple of third places. I don't really know much about them. Napoli have kind of fallen away a bit. They've actually been relegated in recent years. Napoli, they've been down to Serie B, back up to Serie A. So Napoli have sort of fallen into the bottom half. In the Bundesliga, RB Leipzig are the most recent winners, winning the title by 8 points over Borussia Dortmund. Schalke and Hertha round out the top 4. FC Bayern in the Europa League with Köln and Hamburg in the Europa Conference League. And Leipzig end a run of 5 straight titles for Dortmund. And that was after 6 in a row and 4 in a row. So, Dortmund are dominating Germany. They haven't won the title this time round, but they've been doing very, very well. Hertha with a title. Bayern in 2103 getting a title. Schalke have won some. Bayern getting the odd title there as well. Fortuna Düsseldorf with a third as well. Holstein Kiel also getting third. In Liga, Rennes have won the title, getting 100 points with an unbeaten season. That is impressive. PSG with 91 points finished second. So Rennes having an amazing season there. And they have just ended a run of 9 straight titles for PSG. And PSG and Rennes seem to be the big two sides here at the moment. They've been first and second for the past 9 years in a row, and Rennes have just about managed to knock them off the top. And then in third, we've got a smattering of teams. We've got Caen, we've got Monaco, we've got Marseille, we've got Lille. Going back a few years, Lyon with an odd title. Amiens, a side that we haven't really seen, and that's their first 2 titles. They've kind of been in the top 3, sort of around the 2080s, and then got a couple of titles in there. Also won in Europa League. And Marseille getting an odd title as well. PSG and Rennes, the 2 biggest sides in France at the moment. In the Champions League, the most recent winners are FC Porto, beating Spurs in extra time. Of course, they won it back in 2004 with Jose Mourinho. But the years before that, it's been all English sides winning the Champions League. Norwich and Sheffield United winning, 4, 7, 9 out of 10 between them. Dortmund with the Champions League. Man United and Real Madrid. Juventus, we've got some more Spanish sides there. Birmingham winning a Champions League. Sheffield United and Forest again. So it looks like it's England, Spain and Germany dominating. A few Italian sides in there as well. And then Porto from Portugal just get in there in 2021, winning it in France. Norwich won the Europa League most recently, beating Inter Milan in the final. Fenerbahce winning the Europa League. And again, we've got a lot of English sides here. We've got some Spanish sides with Real Madrid there. We've got Rennes winning the Europa League. We've got Benfica, Portugal winning it. Derby in Birmingham. Again, mostly English sides and Spanish sides. And then, again, you've got a couple of different ones. Fenerbahce and Benfica from Turkey and Portugal, respectively. Europa Conference League, I think it's very interesting to see who wins this. We've got, again, some English sides. We've got Chelsea, we've got Spurs, we've got Birmingham. We've got Motherwell in there. We've got a Scottish side winning it. We've got some Germans. We've got Schalke and Mönchengladbach. We've got Dynamo Kiev of Ukraine, Torino, Alkmaar, PAOK. I think it's nice when countries outside of like the big 5 get European wins. We've got a Dutch side there. We've got a Greek side. We've got Young Boys as well winning it in Poland. I think it's interesting when sides that don't play in the big countries win European trophies. It's quite nice to see. As someone managing Romania, I quite like that to happen for me. Okay, let's have a look at the European Championships then. And the most recent tournament in 21-20 was won by England. That's after 2 straight wins by Scotland. If they celebrate a 0-0 against England, imagine how much they celebrate winning a whole tournament. So where we left off, Italy had won, beating Germany. We've got England winning a European Championship, beating Ukraine in Germany. Portugal then beat England in the final. Italy then beat France. England got to another final, losing to Germany. Until we get to Scotland, there's no huge surprises here. I think European football just gets dominated by, you know, the big sides, the Frances and the Germanys. Spain haven't won it for a long, long time. So Spain have kind of on a bit of a drought. In the World Cup, France are currently back-to-back winners, winning in 21-14 and 21-18. Scotland getting to the final in Spain, but losing. Colombia also finalists most recently. Germany were back-to-back wins. Spain completing a treble. I think that might have been the first time that's happened, where a team has won the World Cup 3 times in a row. That is the first time that's happened. Russia and Mexico won it, so there's a couple of, I guess, surprise wins there. Chile and Colombia getting to finals is good. Sweden also getting to a final. Third place, we've got some good sides. We've got Turkey getting a couple of bronzes. Serbia as well. Romania getting 3rd in 2082, that's nice to see, and Norway as well. I don't want to look and see if the transfer record was broken, but if I go into leading transfers, it will crash the game. So I'm going to go through a few seasons and see if the record gets broken. I think, if I remember, it was 208 million. It might have been a bit more than that, but it was just over 200 million, if I remember. The previous record was 222 million. Matthew Jerome Lawrence going from Schalke to Real Madrid in 2061 for 222 million pounds. So I'm going to scroll through and see if that gets broken. I don't see that being broken though. That's a very high transfer fee. 222 million. I was wrong. In 2097, Conor Lawless moved from Man City to Real Madrid for 287 million pounds. And it was broken before that as well. Gerard Liga went from Norwich to Real Madrid for £225 million. So Real Madrid spent over 500 million in the space of 3 weeks on 2 players. 2108, Abani went for £227 million. And also Man United brought a player from Sheffield United for £203 million. So £287 million is a new record. We'll see how long that lasts. We are going to be going 200 years into the future. I've already simulated it. So we're going to be doing that maybe next week, maybe the week after. But that's definitely coming soon. 200-year simulation into the future will be into 2221. I think we'll leave it there for today. But if there's anything that I didn't show or anything you'd like to see in future versions of this, then let me know in the comments. I'm not quite sure if I did it the same as I did the previous videos because they were done quite a while ago. But hopefully you enjoyed this. If you did, drop a like down below and leave comments. They're the best ways to support the channel. And if you haven't done so already, or if you're new, then do subscribe and turn on notifications. And we're going to be revisiting this 200 years in the future. So I've gone ahead another 100 years. And we'll probably have that up either next week or the week after. And I've got a few other bits that are going to be coming out on Wednesdays as well. We're going to be looking at a few other games. Going to look at a previous version of Football Manager and see how things change if I go to present day there. And I might do some more stuff with the throwback databases as well, where Mad Scientist has gone back 20 years into the past. Might do a few more bits and pieces with that, we'll see. But if there's anything sort of experiment or simulation wise you'd like to see that maybe hasn't been done, then let me know in the comments and I'll see if it's something I can do. Hopefully something that doesn't involve using the editor too much, because I'm really not good at using the editor. I don't really understand it. I've never really got to grips with it. But anyway, that's going to do it for today's video. Thank you for watching. I'll see you soon. Goodbye.